So this is a video I've been wanting to make for a while, and a long while actually, and just never have. There's a debate that goes on and on and on and on and on about whether or not martial law can happen in this country. And I, for one, believe it can, and I'm going to explain to you why on two different scenarios. I'm going to try to make this short. So there may be things that I skip or forget, but those of you who are awake and aware should get the general gist of it anyway. So I'm going to start off with a question. Name me one thing that the government has done that has been compartmentalized. Just one. The fact is that you can't, because they compartmentalize everything. Everything they do is compartments and then stages. Sometimes those stages take years and years and years. I believe things like 9/11 and Jade Helm and others are interconnected as a series of events leading to their ultimate plan. I shouldn't have to explain who they are. Now, people are like, you know what? They just don't have the manpower to do it. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Between those who will follow orders in this country, those who we brought in from other countries that are already militarized, and those that have been coming into this country in great mass since 2014, but for a very, very, very long time. 2014 just happened to be, they just happened to grow exponentially, and they're coming across. And they're not just Mexicans, they're not just South Americans, they're people from all over the world. Military-aged men, you've heard it. They have been given the right to vote. They've been given the right to get a driver's license and travel. They've been given the right to become police officers in this country. They've been given the right to hold office, political office in this country. It just makes sense. They've been given the right to be military members to do what they're told in this country. They're given a uniform and told to lock down a place, they're going to do it. And there's millions of them. Millions of them. Not 10,000, not 20,000, not 50,000. There's millions of them in this country right now. So yes, they do have the numbers. So say if they didn't. Say if they didn't. They do everything compartmentally, like I said. They got control of communications. They got control of the internet. Wouldn't be hard to cut the internet, cut cell service in the area, lock it down. As many people as it takes, and then once you're locked down, you're locked down. You get down to a skeleton crew and move on to the next. People locked down aren't going to know. So they will always have people to do it. Compartmentally lock down places in this country. Hit all the major cities, say, oh, that'd be hard, they're so big. No, they're not big. They look big. They look big. Take San Antonio, for instance. You got Loop 410. Outside of that, you got Loop 1604. Outside of that, you got the Texas Hill Country Loop. Basically looks like a damn Target. If you look at it like that, take over the loops, knock down a few roadways in and out, you got it locked down. Like that. Yeah. So you knock down the core loop, then you knock down the next loop, then you knock down the next loop. And most cities have got these things. Look at them. Look at the maps. Or they are configured in some sort of manner to be able to follow such a procedure to lock it down. So yeah, you lock this down, go to the skeleton crew, hit the outer loop, go to the skeleton crew, hit the outer loop, and bam, you've got that entire area locked down. So yes, it can happen. They can't go into martial law. You do that in the major cities, and you start working backwards to the smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller cities. It can happen. Yes, it can. I'm sorry. They do have the people. Even if you think they don't have the people. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. So, say, let's just say that they decide to go a different route. You can lock down a place by taking stuff away, not just physically locking down. You do know that, right? It's like with the guns. You don't have to take the guns. Take the ammo. You restrict the manufacturers that are under your, they're all under your, authority, because you're the government. You restrict the manufacturers of the weapons. Tell them they can't make this, that, or the other anymore. They can only make this and that. And they're going to want to stay in business, so they're going to keep making, whatever they're told that they can make. And take away the body. You start taking stuff away, and next thing you know, sure, they didn't come and take the guns, but did they? Same thing with locking an area down. You start taking this away, you start taking that away, taking this away, and next thing you know, all you can do is run around in your backyard chasing your own tail. Nothing else you can do. You can't go to work. You're not essential. People say, oh, the American people, they won't stand for it. They won't stand for it. I don't see them. They're not going to stand for it. If COVID lockdowns didn't teach you a great deal about this country, nothing will. I'm sorry, nothing will. See, this country don't have a backbone anymore. They got a few good spinal discs, various places along the spinal cord, but they don't have a backbone no more. COVID-19 taught me that. The lockdowns taught me that. The business closing taught me that. Yes. That is your spirit of American people in today's society. And they've done it once, do it again. And people will comply. Oh, yes, they will. You start taking away their food or internet, their air conditioning, oh, they'll comply. Yes, they will. What do you think all the smart equipment is for? Smart meter, smart AC. Yeah, they'll take it away from you until you comply. Then you'll comply, because you want your creature comforts in this country today. There ain't enough people in this country with the real patriotism of our founding fathers. There's not enough. There's not enough. I don't care what you say. I know it. Most of the people will comply. So whether it be through using all the illegals and the foreign troops and the yes men in this country, whether it be through compartmentalization, whether it be through taking stuff away, whether it be scaring the shit out of people and making them comply like they did in COVID-19, yes, they can have martial law in this country if they want to. And they can execute it, and they will if they want to. You have a few pockets of resistance along the way. That's it. That's a fact. You may not like it. If you think anything else, what you're doing is you're riding on the coattails of an American spirit that used to be but no longer exists in this country. Those are the facts. Sad but true. Hopefully, those of us who resist will band together, give them something to think about. But at the end of the day, if they want martial law,